everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion, the Ninja Turtle plays Dark Souls 2. I did some good stuff. I repaired my large club. That sounds more sexual than I intended it to. We also have 2 bits of repair powder. That's useful for the future, but also I used, we can't open this yet, but we will eventually. We used some Titanite chunks and a Titanite slab in order to upgrade my large club all the way to large club plus 10, which I believe is the highest that we can go without using like an elemental imbuing, basically. So we gotta kill these, you know, borderline like ruined sentinel guys near the door, and then they will open the doors for us. And there's some interesting loot that we can get here, so that's kind of what I'm going for right now. Two-handed one hit should be enough, or like two-handed power attack should be enough to open these doors up. Also gives me a Llewellyn shield. That might be useful. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this guy. I don't know why I took on like a British accent for that area. Disregard that. Now, we should be okay to kill this guy pretty easily. I mean, we fought the Ruined Sentinels with like Battle Axe plus 2. So if I get killed by these, or by this guy, I'm gonna feel pretty bad about that whole thing. Considering we're much, much stronger now than we were back then. That's gonna hurt. What did I tell you? It's the thing about Dark Souls, you know? Bosses that you fought earlier that come back later as enemies, they're never as easy as you think they'd be. You're like, oh, it's been forever since we fought him, so we must be super strong now. Not always the case. Anyway, we got a decent number of souls from that at least. It's a pain in the butt, but it's done. Now I think we still have to fight these 2 guys over here to open this very last door. But it's okay because, again, we just take out 1 with the one-handed power attack. Sorry, 2-handed power attack. One-handed power attack is what I do in my private time. Oh, we gotta fight you again? At least it's not all, at least we're not fighting them all at the same time. I suppose we could do that if we wanted to be really dumb. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I need to Estus. Get out of here, Ruined Sentinel. Oh my god, I freaking died. I'm actually so mad about that. I didn't die against the Old Iron King. Didn't die all the way to Drangleic Castle. Managed to die against the Ruined Sentinels like a big old garbage man. This beloved ring of the gallant, shieldless Lothian, formerly of Ferosa, increases poise. That seems like something I would love to have. That would keep me from getting stun-locked. Not like I'm getting stun-locked very often, but it would be nice to have regardless. So the correct path to take is basically straight ahead here. I kind of wanted to see what was in these chests, though. Probably shouldn't have aggroed, like, all these guys at once, but you know what? Chests are overrated, except for this one. Including this one. Alright, see you later. We're gonna run up here. There's items. We'll get those items later. Clearly you can tell I'm a min-max player who cares a lot about the lore of the items that he comes across. Okay. So, oh, this is an area we have to run through. They spit corrosive acid, which would obviously do damage to us. We do have another boss fight very rapidly approaching, and it's a tough one, so I'm a little scared. There's the path that we took up to the top. I always love those moments in Dark Souls where you're able to kind of see where you came from. Now that we've upgraded our club all the way, there's some more like Elan Knights in here, I think. These things spit poison at us, by the way. Oh, there's no Elan Knights in here. They do spit poison at us, though. That part I wasn't making up, I assure you. So we're probably going to get poison here. It's just par for the course. We got some Twinkling Titanite, though. We can use that to upgrade something. Eventually. Let's heal up. Could Divine Blessing, but it's not totally necessary. God, I hate things that spit poison at you. I want to kind of go back and see if I can actually just screw those guys. Oh, there's 3 of them. I forgot about that part. See if I can screw those masks just by, like, well, you know, hitting them. 1 second. He's not dead. There seems to be a huge precedent in Dark Souls 2 for enemies that come, like, within 1% of dying, but don't actually die from the combo you hit them with. Alright, I feel bad for this guy. Never mind, I feel bad for myself. I died. I'm gonna be honest with you, Drangleic Castle is not necessarily my best area in the game. That much is probably pretty obvious right now. I'm okay at the boss fights that we'll encounter here, so look forward to that. But the actual obstacles that we encounter on the way to the boss fights, apparently I am not nearly as well versed in. But that's okay, the game's getting hard. A lot of people are probably a much higher soul level by this point. I don't begrudge that, you know, you should do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Alright. We actually, let's take it slow here. Like a Christina Milian song. And, you know, you're gonna come to life. That's fine. The real problem here is that this fucking Ruin Sentinel is gonna get aggroed at the same time as some other stuff? Maybe not. Okay. So just come on out. And I kind of want to drag you, like, all the way over to this side so I don't accidentally aggro any other enemies. And we'll just take this very, very slowly. I want to see what's in these chests. I mean, I assume if they're guarded by fairly big enemies, there must be a reason for that. You should be smarter than me and worry about your stamina management. That's okay, though. Stamina is not the most important stat in Dark Souls, said the man who's about to die to the same enemy twice, despite beating the Ruined Sentinels on, like, his first try when they were 3 of them at once instead of 1 of them at once. I don't know why. It's just so much easier to focus when you're fighting a boss versus fighting a lesser mob. I don't know if anybody else experiences that same phenomenon. That hit me? I refuse to believe that. Alright, so there's our 2,500 souls. You could be a deer and just never respawn. Only one of these guys respawns every time, so I appreciate that. That's From Software giving me a golden gift. How about you, Ruined Sentinel? I never opened these chests before, so I actually don't know if maybe the greatest item of all time is contained within. But clearly we can basically just repeat this strategy over and over. Apparently, he doesn't mind slashing his scythe all the way through like 5 fucking stone walls on his way to hitting me. Forgive me, but I have to imagine that if we were doing that attack ourselves, it probably would have just pinged off the wall and done no damage. But what do I know, right? Anyway, you're dead, thankfully and finally. Let's see what's in these chests. Please don't be a mimic, or I will mimic, you know, the sound of a man crying. Royal Soldier's Ring +1. What does this do? Royal Soldier's Ring +1. Increases maximum load. Get it. Anyway, this means we can probably put on Vengarl's helm again. Yeah, we can. All right. It feels good. We're a Ninja Turtle with a dog face. It's dog face, no space. Dare we open up... Oh, you know what? Before we get these guys going, let's check in and see what we've got in this chest as well. It could be something of the utmost value. Sort of doubt it, but you never know. Let's see. Mastodon Greatsword. That sounds flippin' sweet. That is... something in this area. Mastodon Greatsword, 30 strength, doesn't scale that well. It's a little heavier, and it doesn't do as much damage yet, but if we upgrade the crap out of it, maybe that'll end up being useful for us. I want to use a Greatsword. I have the strength necessary. Probably need to invest in more vitality, but, you know, or sorry, well, more of the stat that gives us equipment load, which I think is vitality, but I have a hard time remembering that always for some reason. Oh, not again! Okay, by the way, we're gonna rest at the bonfire after we get through this nonsense. Thank God I actually got my shield out in time there. Like, just fighting these guys and getting the loot is a little bit of a mini-boss battle in and of itself, basically. Got super lucky to not take damage there. Please get stun-locked. Oh, yes, time to get some stamina back. Probably shouldn't have gone straight for the attack there, but that's okay. One more hit, and you will be deceased. Alright, now was there anything of value in your room? We got a Ruin Helm. I imagine that's probably pretty cool, but it's going to be a tall order to get me to take anything that's not the Vengarl set. You've got nothing. And just systematically breaking these guys. Never complain to me about lion strats again, as I methodically go through these guys and the Ruined Sentinels behind them to see what kind of loot they got for sale. This guy's got one, like, large soul of a proud undead or something. Come back, please. Thank you. Alright, the real danger of this is obviously just not aggroing the other soldiers in the near vicinity. Luckily, the range on them is pretty low. That's stupid of me. I have 1 Estus. I should use it. There's the... Okay, that could have killed us. There's the Estus opportunity. And I apologize if this is a little repetitive to you, but it's got to be done. Large club +10 at risk. Are you fucking kidding me? It dies so quickly. The great club never broke. use our repair powder. Nothing's a risk anymore, right? Just post it up in the air. That was beautiful fairy dust there. What's the durability at? Is that 35 out of 70 or is that equip load? I don't know. We should carry repair powder on us at all times, apparently. We got Pharos Lockstone for all of that riffraff that we went through there. I'm not happy about that. Now, we will just post up with our two-hand here. Free kill. I didn't think he'd be able to get close enough to do what he did, but he did. And I thank you. I'm going to use a life gem. I know I got one. There we go. I will need some of these in the late game, so I don't like doing what I'm doing. It looks like there is a chest in here. It would be just my luck if this was a mimic. Maybe there's not even a chest in here. It looks like there might be nothing in there. If that's the case, then I feel a little bit ripped off. But at least we got the sweet ring, which will actually increase our maximum load to the point where we don't nearly need to level up as much in that stat anyway, that relevant stat. But also, we got the Mastodon Greatsword, which may or may not be a useful weapon for me in the future. In any case, luckily we can fast travel, so I never need to worry about repairs, basically. So we've cleaned out this area. I'm sorry that that took so long, but it's, you know, the antithesis of lion stratting will allow us to get another item here. Please don't be a mimic. Please don't explode in poison or lightning or anything. We got 15 dark arrows. And Soul of a Hero, Old Radiant Life Gem, and Monastery Charm. So the Life Gem's useful. Everything else, less so. Let us go back into our bonfire here. No need to repair, I would say. We can buy more repair powder from the blacksmith. Might be useful to have on us just so we don't have to teleport back so much. Alright, and this is the direction that we are going to want to go here. So we're just going to sprint through all these enemies now that we've kind of looted the area. This is guilt-free lion stratting, if you ask me. We've already done our part here to figure out what we've got going on. And we don't have anything in there. We can't open the door that's in this area. I sometimes do wish that there was like a master key item. There's not, but that's okay. There might be a Pharos Lockstone area in here. It seems to ring a bell, but not to accidentally mention Bravely Default. What can I do here with poison? I could temporarily raise poison resist. Thought about just breaking the masks instead. That obviously worked out super well for me, as you can tell. Yeah, we'll just get hit about 1,000 times. Do I have another Divine Blessing? I would use it. Let's try not to die in the meantime here. Cleanse Undead with Holy Essence? Let's try it. Did that work? No, that didn't work at all. Okay, let's Estus up again. And as the poison ticks down here, I might just use like a old Radiant Life Gem to get our health back. Kind of a waste, but that's okay. And we'll put our Life Gem back on our inventory slot. This will take us back to full health with 4 Estus. It's adequate. Sort of. Now, kite these ding-dongs one at a time, please. This crossbowman is going to be very close to being able to hit me here. I don't like that at all. For some reason, I don't remember having to deal with him at all in my off-camera game. Another one's coming for me. Good lock on there. As usual, the camera is basically your worst enemy. There we go. Stun lock him. Knock him off the edge. That'll work. We got some extra gauntlets. Okay. Stay away. What the hell? Did you shoot me through the window? That's crazy. I'm not even mad. I'm actually just impressed. Okay, come over here. I want you to two-hit me, so basically I can have a chance to get behind you for a backstab. Didn't work. Stay away from the painting, by the way. It curses you because Dark Souls is full of cruel jokes that love to make you not trust anything. And then we're probably gonna run through this area. I can't remember if it's necessary. Okay, this is something I actually want to know. I've been invaded by this dark spirit like 10 times, and I never find it. Oh, I wonder if it's down that ladder. This is gonna sound silly because it's so close, but I've actually never been down that ladder before. I've never seen it. Okay, so there's no more enemies up here. Is there a nameless usurper down this ladder? I hear people moving around. Maybe there's a bonfire closer to the boss fight, so I never have to go through that BS again. Alright, Royal Swordsman, pain in the butt, but also easily killed. No other immediate threats, it seems, but another ladder. And, oh, there's an item over here. Probably crossbowmen will hit me when I come here. Well, I see more crossbowmen, but I think it's my duty to come down here because it gave me the opportunity to say duty. And it is always my duty to follow through with that. Duty. Now, there's nothing over there. Don't go back down into the dragon pit. That seems like a recipe for disaster. What do we got in here? Not a trap, which is nice. Hunter's black bow and the iron arrow. I wonder if that would be useful if you were running like a bandit build or something like that. Obviously, I'm not. I was more excited about the possibility of there being a bonfire or something. It worked! Okay, I swear to God, I just came over here and mashed the A button, thinking like, that wall looks kind of suspect. I know that seems suspicious. Cannot use bonfire. Oh, because there's like an invader here. I know that seems suspicious, but seriously, that is what just happened. I make it a habit to mash the A button sometimes, because that's how you find secret walls in the game. Lucky me, I guess. Now, again, remember, we got invaded. Where is this nameless usurper? I can never find it, like I told you. Not over here by the queen. Anyway, we'll talk to the queen.
You have fought admirably on your journey, cursed undead. I am Nashandra, Queen of Dranglake. A true monarch carries the weight of their souls. The last king of this land, King Vendrick, as he was called. He found the strength to rule his people, and when the undead were born, cursed, he found more strength to face them. But in the end, he never took the true throne. Visit Vendrick. We have no need for two rulers.
Alright, so she's done talking. And the nameless usurper apparently just can't be found. That's so weird. Get ready for a boss fight. This is a real annoying one. Yeah, there goes the nameless usurper. I say it's a really annoying one because it's basically, you know, oh, it's the Dragon Rider, no big deal. Except that there is also an Anor Londo archer, basically, who will fire at us continuously and just annoy the crap out of us, basically. Mind you, what's great about this fight? Dragon Rider still kind of sucks. There being two of him does complicate the whole scenario, though. So we'll probably die here. At least a couple of times, if I had to guess. But it's nice to be fighting a boss that fairly familiar with, you know? He doesn't get stun locked, unfortunately. And, you know, the arrows are just the largest pain in the ass in the whole world. Bad idea. Very bad idea on my part. But keep in mind, I went into that fight with 2 Estus. I should be able to just teleport to the closer bonfire and then just kind of sprint to the fog wall. I didn't know that bonfire existed until now. That makes life much easier. How do you fight the 2 Dragon Riders? Maybe resin, but more importantly, just be very patient. It's amazing how, like, exponentially more difficult a boss becomes when you just double it. Like, apparently Ruined Sentinels are the opposite, though. If you take a Ruined Sentinel away, then it becomes harder. Was this the bonfire I last rested at? It was. Just get inside here for a second. The other thing we could do is maybe, I have so many human effigies, I never mind using them. There might be, please get away from me. There might be an AI summon that I'm just not familiar with. That would be here. Oh God, what is wrong with me? Just attack him, thank you. Rest. Good, we can rest. Probably because Nameless Usurper's not here. Anyway, what's the item? Royal Greatsword, that could be useful as well. I'm like a strength build, so I don't mind using great swords. You remember that Nelly Furtado song. I'm like a great sword, or I'm like a strength build. I want to get a great sword. I don't care where my dex is. I don't care where my faith is. Anyway, that's the end of that, thankfully. So we just kind of run up this way. You can tackle things this way if you choose to. That thing is still alive. I'm actually shocked and a little bit disappointed. The queen she kind of reminds me of the like Chamber of the Princess area from Dark Souls 1. But anyway, obviously much nicer to go into the fight with full health and a lot of Estus. And my secret for this fight when I did it for the first time was kind of hang out around these pillars. It's not 100% foolproof, but by hanging out around the pillar, there's an increased chance that the like, great arrow actually won't hit you. And, I mean, you can see the amount of damage that I'm doing with my club here. Like, if this is a one-on-one fight, and it hopefully will be a one-on-one fight eventually, God freaking darn it. But if it's a one-on-one fight, Dragon Rider has no chance. No chance at all. Heal. Nope. Okay, we're gonna die again. In my defense, what happened there? This MFer hit me with a great arrow, like a Dragon Slayer arrow, which stunned me and then allowed the other Dragon Rider to get a 2-hit combo in. That's not something that's gonna happen too frequently. I still have the Ring of Binding on, so the first death after human, not only my favorite Explosions in the Sky song, but also shouldn't cause me any undue amount of health loss. I'm hoping, at least. It might not even cost me any. Yeah, it seems like my HP is still basically full. Alright, so this guy, free souls. No worries. We actually don't even really need a shield right now, I would say. This is a very useful bonfire. I never found it, and I died to the Dragon Riders probably like 6 or 7 times off camera. Like, look at, he's got like 1 HP maximum. Yeah, I died to Dragon Riders probably 6 or 7 times when I played through, wow, that didn't work at all. When I played through off camera, so it was a long run back through those poison statues every single time. But this is much easier. We'll probably try this one more time, and if I die, I die, you know? It sucks, but it is what it is. Let's resin up. We got a lot of resin, a lot of ooze, various kinds, so that's okay. Still think resin makes our weapons look pretty goofy, but whatever. It's useful. So, there are strategies for taking out, you know, Dragon Rider at the top. I don't really care, though. My strategy for taking out Dragon Rider at the top is wait until he comes down to the bottom. Now, don't do what I do. Exceptionally poor stamina management that I managed to mostly do okay with regardless. Okay, don't get hit by the Dragon Slayer arrow. That's the moment of fucking truth. All right, this Dragon Rider 2 is gonna come down because he doesn't want his big bro to fight his own battles. So we should just back the F up, but also probably go to town on Dragon Rider 1, get him killed, and then all we gotta do is deal with 1 Dragon Rider. That makes life a whole hell of a lot easier. He's dead. Okay, we're gonna win. I don't want to be too cocky, but you know, fighting 1 Dragon Rider is something that I should be able to accomplish basically with 100% efficacy and success at this point in my Dark Souls 2 career. The only thing that's difficult about it is fighting 2, and this guy takes even more damage than his friend because he's a range focused. Wow, that was actually kind of pathetic. I feel a little bad, to be honest with you, about the clinic that we just put on the Dragon Rider there. And that's why I wasn't so worried about popping that Dragon Rider soul early in the Let's Play, because I was just able to, you know, do another Dragon Rider, get another Dragon Rider soul right there. So that's going to do it for this episode. I thought our disc was going to freeze there. That would have been bad, but as always, thanks for watching. Another boss down. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to show your support. Click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more of this Dark Souls 2 in your inbox every single day. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and we will see you next time.